Hi, I'm Michaela, and this is your Liberty Alert. This past month, we engaged in several major legal battles that will shape the future of women's sports, free speech, and truth in America. Let's start with a pair of landmark cases heading to the U.S. Supreme Court. Liberty Counsel filed an amicus brief in two consolidated sports cases. At the heart of both cases is a critical question. Can states lawfully protect women and girls from having to compete against biological males in female sports? These cases touch on both Title VII and the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. The Supreme Court will decide next June whether those laws are now being twisted to elevate gender identity at the expense of fairness and safety for women. And speaking of protecting women, Liberty Counsel recently sent a demand letter to the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs and the Department of the Navy on behalf of more than 20 female employees. These women have courageously spoken up after men who claim to be women were allowed to invade their restrooms and private facilities. We're urging the VA and the Navy to uphold the law, restore oversight, and protect the rights, safety, and dignity of women in their workplaces. We also filed a lawsuit against the city of Seattle, its mayor, and its chief of police on behalf of Mayday USA, a grassroots Christian revival movement. The city unlawfully denied Mayday organizers a permit to hold their event at a traditional downtown location, simply because of its religious message. Instead, they were forced into a park in a predominantly LGBTQ community, where agitators launched violent attacks. Seattle's officials not only restricted peaceful Christian speech, they created conditions for violence and then blamed the victims. That's unconstitutional. The First Amendment protects every American's right to speak freely, even when the message challenges the culture. And finally, our client Kaylee Bush chose courage over the crown when she gave up most privileges of her Miss North Florida 2025 title for refusing to give in to a false definition of female. However, Kaylee received a new title. She was crowned Miss She Leads America and received the 2025 Young Christian Woman of Distinction Award. Her story reminds us that when we take a stand for truth, God honors it. At Liberty Counsel, we're committed to advancing religious freedom, upholding the family, and fighting for the unborn. We appreciate your continued prayers and support. Keep up with us on social media at Liberty Counsel or visit lc.org to learn more.